You see what we playing? Madden. All right. Show my stats. That's my wins and losses. I'm on a 2-game win streak right now. I don't remember the last time I played, but boom. As you can see, I use the Jets. Gotta have those live playbooks. Running here. It's my first Madden stream, so I don't know how I'm gonna do on stream. I'm kind of nervous. I usually do okay, but we'll see. Let's do this. Am I nervous? Not really. Maybe a little bit.
We are just about 9 miles from downtown Manhattan as EA Sports brings you to MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. A few minutes ago, the hometown Jets were introduced to this sellout crowd, and it's a roar that could be heard across the river in Manhattan. They're set to go as their Jets will match up with the Kansas City Chiefs. And the Jets have got it.
I didn't even notice he was doing it onside, but that's crazy.
Onside kick
first game on stream.
In the first quarter. Not sure I completely see the logic
there. It's not apparent, is it? You almost have to go deeper, I think, and maybe if we try and work along with them and
all right, let's get this together. I'm trying to do 2 things at once, and I'm not focused. Let's focus. Not what I wanted to do. Let's file it. And we're good. Let's do this. Let's go. Let's get the dub first game on. Ready to go.
Speculate a little bit here. They must feel like they need to steal possessions in this game, and maybe they don't match up possession for possession with the opposite team. They've got to steal it and try and gain an advantage, and they tried. They just didn't get it done.
First.
We go, son. 53 is the mic. Here we go. Check 99.
Now a carry for the former Michigan State man, Le'Veon Bell.
Get off that. He was too.
5 yards on the game's first play, second down.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you. Lady.
Darnold off the play fake to Bell. It's brought in by Jamison Crowder. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. A Jet first down, 18 big yards that time.
First and 10 at the 25-yard line. 53, Mike. Man, I got you.
Now a run. This is Bilal Powell. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. From the 24, Darnold. He's got Herndon, his tight end. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first.
I do believe we'll see a little bit more of this as this game progresses, because when you can have that type of a gain in the middle of the defense, it hurts them in so many ways, because most teams like to be strong down the middle. And if you can sting them there,
that
open things up for you on the outside as well.
But that's where their big tight end, is so good. That middle third, the seam routes, the in routes. Yeah, you're right. Probably see more of that.
Yeah, it takes a lot of courage and fortitude to go in the middle as well. And he's got it.
The tally there, -2 yards, brings up third down. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on third, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that second down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
Here's Bell. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to bring up a 4th and goal. And here we go on 4th. Darnold.
He could have took that to the crib. I picked the worst play I could have picked down there, and I really just blew that, but it's okay.
On the opening drive of the ball game, the defense comes up with a goal line stand.
That's funny. I should have just ran the ball. Yeah, whatever. Shoulda, coulda, woulda. See what he's gonna do here.
A first carry now. This is Williams. And he's upended at the 6 as they double their room to maneuver on a pickup of 3.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 6-yard line.
Play here. I don't know if he's there. Let's be fair and pause the game. I don't know if this guy's here right now. Because I'll put him at the 1 with that penalty, and I don't know. Might be able to get the play out before he's. I'm still gonna accept it though. I guess at least I could just do the graceful thing and try to pause it though. Might as well accept it. Yeah. I don't know. He's already at the 6. I'm just gonna do that. I can't believe I blew that possession, bro. I moved the ball pretty well, too. Should have put it back in. Alright, well. Okay,
the last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. And they will not get the snap off here. This is going to back them up halfway. So the delay of game penalty moves it back 5. That makes it 2nd and 10. Working from the gun, Mahomes. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. And that was incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, You'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on 4th down. Here we go, 4th down, Mahomes.
I'm about to say, there's no way they still let him catch that.
A surprising move to go for it, predictably, at least somewhat predictably. It doesn't pay off. And, boy, that means this next drive is going to start at the 3-yard line. They'll try and run it in with Bell. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. On 2nd and goal, Darnold.
Got it in there. Oh, wow, he dropped it.
In this game, I'm seeing linebackers put their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level.
Now Darnold on 3rd and goal.
Oh, no.
Go down back at the 12.
Why is this TD so elusive right now?
Sack on 3rd down. It's a loss of 7.
As soon as I got the space, I knew
trying to get one more in here before the quarter break.
He got the space. I wanted him to have. That's crazy.
No score after 1 on EA Sports.
I'm not taking 3. This is the 2nd possession down here. We got to pull it off. Gotta pull this off.
The offense stays out there. A big challenge here from this far back, but they're going for it on 4th and goal. Darnold now to throw. And
oh, catch the ball.
They can't hook up here on the 4th down.
Yeah, I'm not getting down there getting not scoring. I'll tell you that much.
Comes up with a stop.
I'll tell you that much. That's gonna die old.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say, maybe makes that offense feel good, but when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a 1st down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Snap coming at 1, and it's Mahomes. But the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
After the sack on 1st down, Mahomes.
Let's go.
Brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Jet touchdown.
That was an interception, but on the field, the guys who are picking it off, they're not saying that. What word are they using? It's Oski, and that means catch the ball and go the other way.
That's your vernacular. I've never heard anybody say Oski.
Ask around. They'll tell you.
Now for the point after.
I'm going to miss this.
No, he missed the PAT. No good on the extra point, so a letdown there. And this will stay a 6-point ball game.
Whatever.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
This is my first stream game.
Fielded about a yard deep.
Out, Jay.
And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
That could be a good key to this too.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. It's been an awfully slow start for them. This is their third possession. They don't have a first down yet.
So that means they have to change up what they're doing, and for some teams, it's a change in tempo, usually moving it to more up-tempo type of an offense, just to try and change their fortunes right now.
You would have actually got it because he was literally so far away from him. But you were throwing off your back foot, so I probably would have picked it off still. So, Who am I to give you pointers? That was crazy.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line,
that
second and 10.
Try it again, bub.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Mahomes now to throw. That's complete to Williams.
Why was it? Okay.
A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
X Factor going crazy. I think that pick did it for him. So now it's activated. So how about we make him more of a... Do I want to do this?
The last catch did get 3, but they're still left needing 7 yards on third down. Now Mahomes. They'll roll him out right. Now on the run.
Ooh.
He'll throw it back deep.
See what I mean?
This is caught inside the 15.
Good job.
And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown.
Pulled it off.
Tyreek Hill.
That's the last time that's going to happen.
71 yards. As his guys can now take the lead with the extra point. Extra point safely through. And they take the lead here at 7-6. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Gets fielded in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes.
It got his man complete. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. Now this is Le'Veon Bell with a reception. No gain on the play there. It'll be second down. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's second and 10. Here's Darnold. He's going to air one out for Anderson. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play, and guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
So now third and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since.
Check. Kill. Turn up. Kill. General West. Mike 50. Hey, 80. Mike 54. What we got?
Play action. It's Darnold. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 15-yard line.
I'm trying to get somebody else involved. He just seems to be always open.
54, right there. 54 Mike.
Darnold from the red zone now. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
Throwing here on third down, Darnold. That's caught. It's Thomas. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. From 13 yards out. And the Jets are going to retake the lead.
And while that touchdown does not give them an insurmountable lead, it's still a lead, and that always feels good to a team.
They'd love to take that into the lockers, but a little time left on that clock, so some work to do.
I like that. I like how you're guarding against a letdown there.
Already looking forward.
Coaching them up from right up here in the booth.
Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold.
Oh, should have hit circle.
In the end zone, it's
What am I doing?
Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite, but in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a two-point conversion, all that extra, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on it, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line.
There's a reason I never ran these top two plays.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Just called it. Let's see if we can get the pick.
By the linebacker Jordan Jenkins. And he's
I had to switch that play.
I
switched the route on the other end. I switched his assignment.
Field goal or maybe more.
I think that would have.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
It's a perfect swing. Let me see.
61, matchbox lights.
After the interception, here's Darnold.
Come on!
The clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining.
Oh my God, I can't believe he didn't catch that. I'm standing Robbie Anderson hard right now. I gotta stop. Let me get out of that mode. I do that a lot.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Pilot, 64, weak.
He's just broken. You know how to use him. Don't do that. Oh, okay. You learned your lesson, huh?
Check 50. All day, baby, all day. Switch it, switch it, switch it. Come on, switch it.
You learned your lesson.
Now Darnold. He gets it to Thomas. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets first down. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they
There's not a lot of
made
plays in this playbook that gets me out at that enough time to even get closer. Or I just know my playbook. I know my players. I'm gonna take these points.
So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. It'll be from the right hash, and it'll be a 36-yarder. Ficken's kick is good. So a late turnover leads to a quick drive, and in turn that quick drive leads to 3 points.
So someone makes a mistake.
He made up for that missed extra point.
Learning from that mistake, taking care of the ball, and making sure they put some points on the board. Well done.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25.
Take a knee. Doing something already cost you points. Take a knee.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some.
That's caught inside the 20. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
I'm so glad that's on stream because that is unbelievable, bro.
Final shot before the half from Mahomes. And he's got it.
Wow,
so they get the
two-point
two-point conversion, and with that, this game suddenly tied as we reach the end of the first half. So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a time ball game here heading to break. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports halftime report. Coach? And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get us.
And for a third time
I ain't no
tonight, he's
scrub, bro.
intercepted.
I ain't no scrub.
Picked off by Matthias Farley. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Their defense did its job, yielded no points. Now it's the offense's turn.
Block.
And how much fun is that when you set things up to start a half and you just tell you guys, hey, if you can shut them down, get it back for our offense, we can roll. And they played out perfectly. Now, can the offense do what they wanted to do at the half, which is find those weaknesses and now attack them and score some points.
And break this tie. From his own goal line, Darnold. And he's going to go down right near the goal line. The officials look at each other. They're going to mark him at the 1-yard line. Like a freight train there, Derek Nottie with a sack. This is Bell. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of one, and that'll bring up fourth down. So a short drop, but he's able to get it out, and this is a good kick. He'll take it at the 42.
Oh, nice.
Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the Chiefs will have excellent field position here as they take over.
That's why I remember called to hurry up, and I didn't.
Yellow! On the way! 43! Challenge 3, 2, 18. Chopper! Collect!
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. Open man is Hill. He's got it.
I gave you that too. I didn't get off the space button. Are you kidding me?
Zone for a Chiefs touchdown.
All right, bro. All right.
Tyreek Hill, 43 yards. As his guys are able to regain the lead.
And that third counter there gives them the lead, and it's obvious they've needed everything that he's given them today. The 3 touchdowns, that's impressive, but without him, they're not winning this game.
The extra point up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Down here.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29.
Recon, 132 fighter.
Now Bell. Now they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up.
That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 7.
To throw is Darnold. And he will have a man, Demaryius Thomas. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there at 22.
He's come a long way since his time at Georgia Tech. What did he run at Tech? He ran hitches and go routes, essentially.
Yeah.
I mean, but he ran them really well. He averaged well over 20 yards a catch while he was there. And he still creates downfield in the NFL. That big body and that willingness to go catch the football. He's pretty impressive.
And his friends call him Bebe, the nickname his uncle gave him back in the day. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. You got a young quarterback, maybe that's just an example of a growing pain for him.
I think you're right about that, because when the game starts to move fast and it moves quickly on him, a lot of times they fall back on what they know best, their arm. He's slinging it on this one. Had a wide open target, but didn't have the proper footwork to increase his accuracy.
Here's Darnold. Thomas has got it, complete. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 27-yard line. Darnold now 9 of 17 through the air. Not a great percentage, but it is 1st and 10. Darnold's throw on the money to Anderson. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. That's good for a Jet first down, a gain of 13. Darnold now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Here's Bell. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown.
That's a catch.
From 17 yards out, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. And that will tie our game here in the 3rd quarter.
All right, let's go, D.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. That's fielded in the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right?
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Brian Poole. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. Darnold on 1st down. A screen to Bell. Able to spin free. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. Back now here on EA Sports. All even as we get ready to start the fourth. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Back to throw, Darnold. And he fires a strike.
I should have waited till they got fully out of that route. We would have probably got a touchdown with that.
He reaches the 8-yard
Threw it a little early.
A really nice gain of 25 yards.
A little early.
A field goal could get him the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. Now Bell. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal. They'll try again with Bell. And
you got to get around that, man. He's giving you the entire lane.
At the line of scrimmage. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Now it's Darnold. And this is going to be intercepted.
Get him right there, though. Got the pick.
His guys will get the football
it was the computer, but it's all right. He was wide open behind him, too.
Tie game, 4th quarter. You're already in the red zone, well in field goal range. You can't throw a pick there.
And you know I want to give all the credit
the ball
to
on
the
the ground.
right?
Said that every time,
they made a play on the ball. But bottom line, you set up the situation perfectly. You've already got the field goal in the bag. You've got to make sure you take care of the football in that situation.
On 2nd and 2, Mahomes. They complete it to Hill. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs 1st down. Now a 1st down carry. It's Williams. Williams loses the football.
Come on, dude.
But it looks
Come on.
like the Chiefs are going to get it back. From the 27, Mahomes being chased out left. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. It's a gain of 22 as we tick towards the 2-minute warning. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They've got it 1st and 10 as they search for a go-ahead score. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Rolling to his right. This is caught by Hill for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 50 yards. And they're able to break the tie and move out in front here in this 4th quarter. Important extra point up and through. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
The Jets take over 1st and 10.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. He's back to throw. And that's caught inside the 35. An explosive 38-yard pickup.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. The big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish.
Jumper, X3, 218, jumper. Lady.
Check, 53's mine. Check, 53's mine.
Come on. You better bring it.
53's the mic. 53 is the mic.
Check. You ready? Check. Crunch, crunch, crunch.
On second down, it's Bell. And an alley to run. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Give him 2 yards on that one. Second and goal now. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2. A lot of tired bodies on that field. But this, and yes, he's into the end zone. So they get the late score they needed. And now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute.
And while it appears the heavy lifting was accomplished by scoring the touchdown, they're still down 1. That extra point is not a gimme.
So
don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th.
It's a dog fight right here.
So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Can't get away from
the Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play, but if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts, as he'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock.
They're not ready for this, man. They're not ready for this. They still playing soccer. Y'all playing the wrong football. Yellow. 57's the mic. Watch 57.
Now Mahomes. This is complete to Watkins on the slant. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the 4th. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves them with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
50, yellow. Zoom, fellas, let's go. 57's the mic. 57's the mic. All day.
Back to throw. Mahomes. Escaping the pressure right. Gonna let one fly. And this is going to be intercepted. Marcus May with a pick.
They took away my user pick, but at least they gave it back.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They have a little bit of time here to get into field goal range. Not much. In a tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that one. Risk-reward, okay? If you go for it, what is the absolute reward on this? But the risk is probably greater. Run the clock out, get to overtime, and try and win it there.
All right, we'll see if they do just that. And they'll keep it on the ground with Bell. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Give him 12 yards there, and the Jets have the first. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we?
Squeeze it out in overtime. Let's see.
Now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
Oh, got the ball first.
Here,
nice.
Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They're set for their first drive here in overtime, and this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime,
well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Mahomes. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Well done by the defense. They did their job here in overtime.
Boy, did they ever, because now it's 4th and really long. So if you do decide to go for it, people think you might be a little bit on the nut side, don't they? But guess what? If I did decide to go for it, I'd call something deep. I'd throw a deep pass and hope that the defense didn't remember to just knock it down. If they intercept it, it's almost like a great punt and helps out your defense with field position.
Mahomes throwing on 4th. Flush to his right. They'll let this go for the end zone. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. Andy Reid went for it, but it won't pan out. And the Jets are going to get the football here in great field position. Darnold, his first throw in overtime. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. They'll try the right side with Bell. Now a first down and then some. And finally down at the 9-yard line. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first. He had his eyes on the end zone once he hit the secondary, but they're finally able to slow him down.
Yeah, and I've got to look at this one from the defensive point of view. You just mentioned finally able to slow him down. They've got to figure out a way to make that at the point of attack, at the line of scrimmage, because once he gets through, he's shredding them.
Into the hands of his receiver, Anderson. Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's 2nd and goal. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Powell takes it from Darnold. And he's into the end zone.
That's how you do it, baby.
And the game winner in OT. Partner, a great game that we got to see and making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one, I got some overtime.
That's how you get it done.
A little whipped cream on top.
Look at you. Tried to make this whole thing palatable.
I just want you to pay for my meal later.
You really just wanted 4 quarters what you wanted. But how much fun was that? We had that type of a game where we got us to overtime, and then we get the dramatic ending to finish things off as well. What a game.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, and this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. It's a win for the Jets as we say so long from MetLife Stadium.
That's how you do it, baby. That wasn't one of my best games. It wasn't the worst either, though. Threw a couple user picks in there. He fought hard. I think that comment in the beginning, I said that he didn't know how to use the Chiefs. I think he started kicking up after that a little bit. He definitely was using Tyreek Hill. He's a beast. He's gotta neutralize him. Game 1 in the books. That was a nice thriller. I like that. I enjoyed that. I enjoyed that. It takes the win streak to 3. Want to know on the stream. Actually, let's go old school all the way. Alright, 1-0. Let's make it 2-0. He the only reason why I do not get violent, cause he gave me patience,
all makes sense. Hey, when you making bands, can make friends. Cause I know they tryna shit like Ray Bans. Got a bad little shorty waistband. And I own it, I ain't gotta pay rent.
Oh, and this dude got a mic, I think, too. It's gonna be bad for him.
And I'm saying amen, cause I'm going big, going big. Everywhere I go, they know the click. Way too many wins, they know the shit. They was hating, know they sick, acting like they know me, cause I'm going big.
It's the NFL on EA Sports coming to you now from the foot of the Rockies in Denver, Colorado. A moment ago, through a shower of pyrotechnics, it was the hometown Broncos taking the field as they get set to do battle
I'm getting it first.
with the New York Jets. The Broncos will kick. Here's Brandon McManus to start us, and we are off from Denver.
All right, Stream, let's get it. We want to know already.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down. At about the 23-yard line.
The Jets take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Samal Hasite.
Here's the first carry for Le'Veon Bell.
I could have got that spin all the way around him.
At the 30-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Darnold now to throw. He will find his man for the first time, Demaryius Thomas. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 10 yards is the pickup, good enough for a Jet first down. On 1st and 10, Darnold.
What's up? Can he get out of there?
Altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second
He just
down.
ran that whole route through mad traffic.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Here's Darnold.
No way. All right. That's
it's
cool.
picked up by the Broncos.
That's cool.
And some space here.
That's cool. I'll take it.
And it's a tremendous return as they finally get him at about the 10-yard line.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, these are going to be hot routes. If they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback, they've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
This is caught, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. From 10 yards out, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point from McManus is good. And that makes the score 7-0.
Starting first. I hate that.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. This is the running back, Howell. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Well, you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. Bell. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. A Jet 1st down, 18 big yards that time.
They're making it look easy out there. Another 1st down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 1st downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. They'll run on 1st down. It's Powell, and they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. Call it a loss of 6 on the play, and it'll be a 2nd and long. Now Darnold, and he fires one that's intercepted. It's Chris Harris with a pick, and they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. Block, and the Broncos going to come up 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line. They'll run for the first time with Phillip Lindsay. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
461, matchbox right.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
On 2nd down now, it's Lindsay, and he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line.
50 yards. Go.
A 5-yard gain on the play.
Hey, Alpha. 6. Leo. Go.
Throwing on 1st down is Locke. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done.
Let's get off the field, D.
Back.
Shit.
Gone. Go. Snap.
Lock to throw on 2nd down. He's going to float this over the middle, deep. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Marcus May with a pick. And he'll take it all the way up near the 30-yard line. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Throwing on 2nd down, Darnold. And he fires one incomplete. Demaryius Thomas, the intended receiver, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. Got his man, Robbie Anderson. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a 1st down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. And he's got the 1st down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Darnold. He's going to find his tight end. That's Chris Herndon. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Give him 12 yards there, and the Jets have a 1st. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
45, 45. Mike, 45.
To throw is Darnold. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, he'll force the incompletion.
Yeah, had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. Thomas, the intended target. And it's third down. Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10. To the air again, Darnold. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Brian Poole. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on it. His teammates are going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. On 2nd and 12, Darnold, throw complete to Herndon. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report. On first down, it's Darnold. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down.
Another dangerous throw there, partner. I mean, he's already thrown 2 interceptions here in the first half. I don't know if you want to keep throwing up 50-50 balls and you've had that kind of lack of success.
Yeah, absolutely. Very well could have been a 3rd interception in half number 1.
The way that the play was trying to take it that time.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. And he is not going to get through here on try number 1. They stop him at the goal line. No gain on the play, and it's going to be 2nd and goal.
Pilot, 64, weak.
On 2nd down, it's Bell, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jets.
Let's go.
Punching it in from a yard away.
Start off crazy a little bit.
As they are now on the board here in the first half.
After nearly 30 minutes of football, that touchdown puts us in a position where if they make the extra point, we're right back to even before we start the second half.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been.
Last game, you saw what happened.
And that's the 25-yard line.
Got ate up by Tyreek Hill. Still squeezed the win. He also threw key interceptions.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And we're under a minute to go here. What's been an even first half, all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. A couple completions, you string them together, could get into field goal range. Let's see what happens.
Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. On 2nd down, here's Locke. He's going to lock on deep over the middle. This is caught. And DP goes into Jets territory before being taken down. Now the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. steps away to his left. He's going to take off with it. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down. Throwing again on second down. Lock. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And his time is now run on this first half of action. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Set and ready to go for the second half. 1 touchdown apiece. 7-7 our score. Let's field it a few yards into the end zone. He'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
Yes, I think before the half got Jamal Adams' X Factor going stupid.
The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A second down play results in a loss of 2 yards. Here's Locke. And that is incomplete. So a stop here defensively to start this third quarter. Just what's needed in a tie ball game.
Yeah, good chance to build back some momentum on the defensive side of the ball. In fact, what they've done is give their offense a nice push in the back as they get ready to take the field.
Hey, Delta. 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Get it.
They do go for it. It's Locke. He's going to float this over the middle deep. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And this one will be returned
all the
to
way
right
across
around
the
the
field.
38-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent
Good block.
of
Get
running
around
out
it.
the wrong door and running into
Good
the
block.
pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that
Has
one.
that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Good block.
Check. 45 to Mike. Here we go. Here we go.
On first down, Darnold. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now off the bootleg, Darnold. There goes a deep ball, end zone.
Oh, yeah, that's me.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with him.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass.
How did he sneak in front of that? He didn't even expect him to pick it off.
And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. He was trying to hit Thomas that time.
Well, this is simply a great read by a defensive back. It's 3rd and 10, so he sits right on where the yard-to-gain marker is, knows it's going to be a route around that distance, makes his read, breaks on the football, and makes a terrific play.
Hey, box drop, box. Let's go.
After the turnover, here's Locke. Now he'll go deep down the middle. That's caught inside the 20.
I ain't never seen him
39 yards there. Big one. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down.
Hey.
Locke now on first down. He'll get this one to Patrick. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. So 2nd and inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up 1st and goal. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Noah Fant there to make the grab. And the Broncos have taken the lead. And down near the goal line here, they're able to throw it in.
And the key word, quick. Quick hitter. Out of his hands fast, into the receiver's hands even faster.
McManus's point after is good. And that makes the score 14-7. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Jets take over first and 10.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, and what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. Darnold complete to Crowder. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road in just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. They'll run it with Bell. Bell first down. And
there we go. Finally.
Le'Veon Bell. It's a foot
finally open up out there.
And all the way in. Touchdown, New York.
Gotta stick with it.
Le'Veon Bell. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Extra point right down the middle, and we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. Ooh. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22.
2 good games so far, man. 2 great games. That's why I love this game. 2 great games. I'm happy to squeeze out some stuff, do some different things, man. This is awesome. Couldn't ask for a better 2 games to stream.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start
no! I got the block set, and he still got around.
You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down. They try and run on first down, but this one going to lose a couple yards as they get him behind the line. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. On 2nd and 12, Locke. And he's going to have the hook up to Sutton. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
It's a gain of 7. Makes it 3rd and 4.
Down. 18 Gator.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all. And now they're looking at 3rd down here. From the gun on 3rd down, Locke. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Locke.
What?
And that is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Jets are going to get the football here in great field position. On first down, Powell. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down. Throwing on 2nd and 14.
No, I waited too
early. This is going to be intercepted. It's Chris Harris with a pick.
Too early.
I'll tell you what, do there on them preventing the touchdown after that interception.
How about him chasing him
sat down on it too, man. He would have been right around him.
Because what happens a lot of the time is when you see the interception, you just kind of hang your head a little bit and you momentarily pause because you're frustrated.
The heck? How does he get in his way? Oh my
God. Gave great chase and got it done.
Still a great return and very good field position. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. Another run by Lindsey. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a jet touchdown.
Let's go, baby.
In a tie game, 4th quarter, that's about as big of a defensive play as you can possibly make.
And it didn't happen by accident. That was scouting right there. They've seen things that have happened before. They knew in certain situations the type of plays they like to run, read it, and were able to go after the football, get it, and take it into the end zone for a touchdown for themselves.
Let's go. The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
Now this throw caught left side. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes. And we've got a 1-score game. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
I'm out of it. I always switch. Sometimes I rarely run with the same player that I actually pick when I run out. Because I always find a better one.
And this would have been intercepted.
That's an interception, dude.
He got that foot down. So it's incomplete. Boy, that one really could have turned this thing upside down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. They'll run here with Lindsey. And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40. He needed a yard. That's what he got. And it's going to earn him a new set of downs.
1st and 10.
Ready. 10 logo. I'm here all day. Go.
Back to throw. He's got his big tight end, Fant. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. He's back to throw. This is the tight end, Fant.
Get the heck out of here. Come on, that's a straight up pick.
To go now in the football game.
No way you look at it. It's a straight up pick.
He'll look to throw.
You got a touchdown too, buddy.
That went into the hands of Hamilton.
Too bad he didn't throw it.
In the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
Come on, bro. This game's pissing me off right now, too.
Into the red zone, it's locked. And And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds left to go in the game. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7. But first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rush.
And he is across and in for the score. And now they can tie the game in the final stages with an extra point.
Or they can go for 2 and go for the win. I know we don't talk about it enough,
about to be 2 overtime games. One guy came back, one guy just didn't run my usual defensive plays and down the stretch.
Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness. You got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
This is fielded at the goal line. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
The Jets take over 1st and 10.
I think I ran all these entire game.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They, of course, tie game, would like to avoid overtime if they could.
And a lot of people would go ahead and play it safe here and get to overtime and try and win it there. But, you know, sitting up here in the booth,
take some gambles.
I say let's go for this thing, try and push it, and maybe catch the defense back on their heels a bit.
See if they do that.
Let's go, D. Let's go. Double time. 4 down.
Darnold. And this is going to be intercepted. It's Chris Harris with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Tie game, and barring something incredible here, we're likely headed to overtime.
And just a couple of scenarios here to keep in mind. One, if you want to be really aggressive, you do throw the Hail Mary and see if you can get something downfield.
What would you do?
What I would do is either hand it off inside or more likely I take the knee and let the clock run out. Because if I'm back there trying to throw and a sack happens, the ball comes free, I can lose the game here. If I get to overtime, I can still win it.
Let's see if they are in line with Charles Davis. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
Yeah, as we said, they control their own destiny now. On second down now, it's Bell, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down. He's had some big runs in this game. Not there, though.
But I don't think they're going to be deterred by that play right there. He's had some nice runs in the game. And how many times have we seen a good running back get stopped, get turned into something big on a later carry? I'd stay with him.
The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up fourth down. And here we go on fourth. Darnold under pressure.
Oh, my God.
Darnold,
Are you kidding me?
Goes down.
I don't even usually run that play at that time. I should have
Shelby Harris.
I don't know.
Well, their first fourth down attempt earlier was successful. This one backfires for a turnover on downs.
I like their aggressiveness. I like what they're doing. They got it the first time they went for it. Why not a second time? I don't think they'll be daunted from attempting it again. If you're on the defensive side of the ball, though, any fourth down stop is a big momentum play.
They'll run on first down. Lindsey, he'll have a first down inside the 10. And finally down at the 9-yard line. The pickup goes for 13 and sets him up first and goal. He's obviously a bit of a now Locke, he lost the
Get the damn ball. Are you kidding me?
A place like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
On second down, a run with Lindsey. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play there, and they're going to need to come up with something better here on third and goal. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. And the defense is going to let him think about it a little as they use their second timeout here. An extra DB defensively here. Big stop needed on third and goal.
He may be a blitzer.
Now what can Locke do with his drive? Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. That's one of those pivotal plays that'll just stick out in everybody's mind from this game. If he picks that off, what a momentum swing down here in the end zone.
And he did his job. He knocked the ball away. But it does feel like a letdown for him and his teammates, doesn't it? A chance to intercept it, turn it back over to his offense with a chance to win the game.
That was a good game.
Is good in overtime. He's able to split the uprights. Well, we thought this game would be a good one. It did not disappoint into overtime, and it took the field goal to win it.
And we always pay lip service to how important it is to play defense. And usually we focus on the big offensive pyrotechnics, right? But in this case, they got the ball back on defense, gave themselves a chance, and they capitalized on it with a victory.
And I don't care what distance that field goes from in overtime. The knees are always knocking, but he pushed it through.
Not only that, think about your snapper, your holder. A lot of nerves for them, too, because they have to do their job in order to give him one last chance to put
one more.
Let's
get one more.
Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL.
I can't believe it. They didn't give us a pick either. We got a fumble. They didn't pick it up. That game was just a bunch of different mistakes by me as well. I should have still came out with the win, man. I should have still came out with the win.
Yeah.
But it's all good. Can't win them all. The last game. Let's end with a dub.
With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laughing. Now I hit the scene, they like lights, camera, action. Living in a dream, now my music, they be blasting. Step out, I'm a star, always in the latest fashion. Had to set the bar, try to catch me lacking. Bank account for my son, he won't have to struggle. You can see it in my eyes, all I do is hustle. They tried to knock me off my feet, I'm ready to rumble. Felt like I ain't ate in weeks, working off the
EA Sports coverage of the NFL is in Houston, in the Space City at NRG Stadium. The scene from a few moments ago, this crowd enthusiastically cheering on their Texans as they emerge from the locker room. And we're just about ready for
third
football
game in a row. I get the ball
Texans
first.
get set to match up with the New York Jets.
Oh, I think I didn't change my thing.
And we are underway from NRG Stadium in Houston.
Let's do this. Last game on. Let's get it done.
This will be taken in at the 1. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
2 overtime periods, 1-1. Ending this with a ball. Period.
41's the mic. 41's the mic. Ready? 65. Switch it. Come on, switch it. 41.
On 1st and 10, Darnold. He'll get this into the hands of Braxton Berrios. And he'll get this up to... the 34-yard line.
It's a gain of 10. First down, Jets.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Darnold. A screen to Bell. Only 3 there on the screen. It's 2nd down. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Here's Darnold. And he'll complete this one to Berrios. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
And this game a little different.
Throwing again is Darnold. He finds his target. It's Crowder. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 39. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it, they love it, because now everyone gets locked in. The confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Now they'll toss here to Powell. And down inside the 35 he goes to the 32-yard line. That 2nd down run a big help as 7 yards leaves him with just a 3rd and 3 now.
Check 24. Check, lady. Go. Greystone, Travis. Ready?
Darnold now to throw. Wesco, the tight end, making the catch. That's good for a Jet first down, a gain of 13. And a good sign for them right now to have their young quarterback looking confident on the opening drive.
Now, we haven't met a young quarterback, a veteran quarterback. It doesn't matter. We haven't met a quarterback yet that doesn't tell us he's confident about his abilities, right?
That's true.
But when you're young, it's really important to get off to a good start because it does build up that confidence and allows him to play better as the game goes on.
Especially crucial here on the road. A gain of 6 there on 1st. To throw again on 2nd down. Darnold completes it to Powell. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first.
His passing's been on point on this drive, hasn't it? Been very accurate, gotten the ball downfield, gained nice chunks of yardage. But now, in this situation, the field is really condensed, partner. So if he's going to throw the football, he'll have to be pinpoint here.
Fighting his way in for a Jets touchdown. Le'Veon Bell taking it in. And the Jets take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. The underdog here is showing no fear. Great opening drive.
Now, we weren't in the locker room for the pregame speech, but I will guarantee you, somewhere along the way, the head coach said, let's just grab a big stick and smack them with it and let them know we're going to be here today. They may be the team that's supposed to be superior, but we're not backing down to anyone.
And on the road, no less, setting the tone. Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their own 22. On the ground, this is Lamar Miller.
What?
Lamar Miller The 40.
I hate stupid shit like that, man.
10.
Every time somebody scores, it's like some dumbass shit like that.
Lamar Miller, 78 yards, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Well called, well blocked, and then he just made a great play. As an athlete going a long way. Yeah, how about the suddenness to it? Just getting there and taking off and going. For the defensive guys, plays like that really hurt. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage. Good starting position for the Jets as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Darnold off the play fake to Bell. Under pressure now, Darnold, and he goes down. Whitney merciless, showing no mercy, flies in for the sack. 2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack.
Got three down. 6, young lady. Under press,
The give is to Bell, and he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40. These two teams all tied after 1. The Texans here on 3rd down, putting an extra defender in the secondary. Now it's Darnold. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Whitney merciless, able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there. In a blink of an eye, that happened fast and a big sack. To throw is Darnold. And it is incomplete. A real head-scratcher there. And that will force a turnover on downs. And, partner, I'm not really sure what in the world they were thinking on 4th and long there at this stage in the game, but you think social media may be firing up a little bit right now? Oh, the coach is trending right now. All right, there's no doubt about it. People are wondering what that decision was. But it takes me back to a number of years ago. A very successful coach in the league had told himself before a playoff game he was going to be aggressive. No matter what, he's going to be aggressive.
Why am I not doing what I usually do?
And they got upset in that playoff game. Let's see if this team can recover. That's aggressive in capital letters with glitter, 7 underscore. I mean, that's the definition of aggressive. Yeah, you can almost hear the cheerleaders doing the be aggressive chant behind him, and he listened to it. A 1st down carry now for Miller. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that any time you hand the ball to a back. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
I got him.
Here's Watson. And it's caught. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal, because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more. Just a yard, but that's all they needed, and by the slimmest of margins, it'll be 1st and goal.
Hey, we got to get to the ball, team. We got to get to the ball. Let's keep moving. Check 9. 54's Mike. Hey, 59. 54.
They'll try to punch it in with Miller. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It's a loss of 4 on the 1st down play. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 1st half. All knotted up at 7. The line of scrimmage once again the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. Fans, a reminder, I have a note card here that says ad-lib halftime previews. So I guess let's do just that as we'll hand things over to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando when this one reaches halftime. Did I do okay? You did. Got a man open. It's Fuller for the Texans touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown catch. And the Texans have taken the lead. Well, he scrambled outside of the pocket and wondered what was going to happen there. He fired a dart. That's what happened.
He certainly did. Scrambled left, looked left, and then left it in the receiver's hands with some dispatch.
In the receiver's hands, in the end zone for the score. This will be fielded at the 6. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold
But he
up.
trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it, be aggressive, because I've got the wild bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
Now we'll see what his offense can do. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Now Darnold looking deep for Demarius. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Who's that? Mike, 55. Check.
To the air again, Darnold. This one caught.
Hey, get off my man!
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. Back to throw Darnold. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. From 8 yards out. And now they can recapture the lead if they can make the PAT.
We've been together a few years, and you know that I really ride the wave of old momentum, don't I?
Yes, you do.
There is a heck of a difference between being down 6 and possibly being up 1. And right now, they've got that opportunity.
No doubt. That is a big-time score and a big-time swing in momentum.
This will not be an overtime game. Let's do this.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Now Watson. It's complete to Fuller. 10 yards there, good enough for a Texan first down. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half.
Let's go, defense. Let's go, 31. Here we go. Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping. 54. 57.
On 1st and 10, Watson going deep for Hopkins. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Well, what do you think? You get the ball off the turnover near the middle of the field. You take a shot here on the first play?
You know I'm big on that. I love when I have great field position. After a turnover, I feel like I might have them a little bit off balance. I prefer to take a shot, but a lot of coaches will tell you, you only do it if you trust the guy who's got the football in his hands. Meaning, if it's not there, he won't force it downfield and maybe turn into an interception. He'll go to the check down, go to a second option, and go ahead and take the play that's in front of him.
Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
No, I love when I do that. Almost every game I've had so far, coming into the half, I've had Jamal Adams.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Dancing to his left. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Play action from Miller. Now Watson going deep for Hopkins. And this is going
Come on, I read it the whole way.
The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
Credit the secondary and credit the defensive game plan. They've been in his hip pocket all game long. They understood coming in that he was a big-time receiver.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on 1st down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Watson's throw pulled in by Hopkins. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. Now it's Watson, a bootleg. Flushed out right. Man open, that's Kiki QT complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
Under 10, 10.
Oh, give me my switches,
Hey, you got to snap it,
Watson, off play action. Buying time to his left. Oh, he's going to let this go for the... And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Kiki QT, 33 yards. And the Texans have retaken the lead. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle 3rd of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This one taken from the 7.
Let's go.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. A gain there of 21 yards. They go play action here on 1st down.
Get him bounce.
The catch, it's Crowder. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory as they're down to the 29-yard line. Here's Darnold. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. The linebacker, Zach Cunningham, there defensively to make that play. Trying to get their tight end involved finally. That's the first time that they've looked his way. He's kind of been a forgotten man in this offensive scheme.
Yeah, didn't look his way at all in the first half. And I'll bet you the offensive coordinator made a note at the half and said, let's get him involved.
Oh, my God. Could I actually skip my switches?
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
Like, what?
So back-to-back
I don't even go and try to catch the ball.
They're not here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd. The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. Darnold. It's caught by Herndon. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Chris Herndon, 29 yards. And the Jets have once again taken the lead.
And that drive we just saw that culminated in a touchdown, exactly what many offenses are looking for. Sustained ones that can impose their will on the other team.
And that is caught for the 2 points. So they make the decision. They want a 3-point lead versus a 2-point lead, and they got it.
Yeah, at this stage of the game, it seems like the exact right thing to do. Put a little pressure on your defense, but the biggest thing now is you're making the other team chase you.
Now a hit, and it's football.
Get it in there, baby.
Open field here. And it's a touchdown for the Jets. A big play there.
Fortnite.
Taking it in. And the Jets will extend their lead.
I'm glad we were paying attention to the rule seminar because we learned the only time you can't advance a fumble like that is in the last 2 minutes of either half.
Right. Other than that, if that ball's out, whether forward or backwards, it's live and free for anybody.
No doubt about it. When you say free, that means he's got free reign to pick it up and go. And that's exactly what happened there. Took it in for a touchdown.
And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet.
Wowzers.
And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising.
You would have got way more than 16 yards, bud, to do the ball.
Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
I was not catching up.
I
told that to the last dude last game with the Chiefs. And he actually made it a competitive game after I let him know a little down.
Now a play fake, and it's Watson. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to look deep end zone for Hopkins. And this is going to be intercepted.
Yeah,
Picked off by Jamal Adams.
X Factor.
And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
That's X Factor. It's going to help out.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they've got the lead here getting late into the 3rd quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that, but the rushing game almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents.
Again, it's Bell.
Ooh.
Bell so light on his feet. And a great move again. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Jets move the chains. Off of play action, Darnold. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to take it down.
When I get my switches, I can use to catch my
things out
passes.
at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
See?
Throwing on first down, but this one lines up to be incomplete. He was looking for Jamison Crowder there. And now it's 2nd down. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. A give to Bell. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave them with 3rd and still 7 yards to go.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Throwing here on 3rd down, Darnold. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The sack there by J.J. Watt. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. And here we go on 4th. Darnold. And no,
way to blow that, man. Way to blow it. I blew that up.
Rolls the dice. It
I blew
doesn't
that
pan
up.
out. And this Texans
Last play
defense
he had
stands
it, got
tall.
sacked. He was freaking wide open, too. It was probably a touchdown. He was so wide open. He drops the ball.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
Oh, my God.
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go,
I think he's more scared to throw the ball now, fellas.
The football again. You're going to take
We
care
got to
of
get
it,
the check
but you have
downs
to
out
be
the way.
careful about being too cautious, because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Watson now to throw. He finds Hopkins complete.
I just want
And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. A good pick up there of 20 yards. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Back to throw, Watson. He'll have a 1st down inside the 10. And all the way down to the 5. 20 yards on both of those plays back-to-back there. They are moving now. It's another 1st down. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. They've got it 2nd and goal as they look for a late touchdown. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Deshaun Watson scoring on the keeper from 6 yards out, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. They get one more as the extra point's up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This is taken near the 13. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
The Jets take over 1st and 10.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a 1st down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
On 2nd and 9. Darnold.
Every time,
he
never
can't
fails.
get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Now Darnold. And that is incomplete. And sensing the momentum maybe changing here a little bit, Charles.
Yeah, this defense is going to get off the field quickly, and their offense
I always
got
do
them a
that thing
touchdown
at the end of
last
the
time they had
game.
the
I
ball,
stop
so they should
my
get
game
another
plan. I
shot.
just
Here's Lachlan Edwards
playing.
now.
I gotta start
as the
finishing.
drive goes backwards, so he's
I
on
got
to
lazy
punt it
both of those
away.
other games, too. I start being lazy.
Here comes Carter. Well, that looked for a second like he might take it all the way, but as it stands, it's still a massive return. And the Texans with great field position to start this drive as they take over 1st and 10.
Alert! Target! You go tight. You got tight. You got tight right there. Switch! Alert flare! Check 20 behind us, bro!
Now it's Watson. With a catch made by Hopkins. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Out of bounds at the 21-yard line. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Watson going to give this one to Miller. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play.
This game go to overtime. I'll be mad as hell, bro.
Set. 19. 29. 24. Take 4. Take 4. Ps4.
Watson now to throw. Escaping the pressure right. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Will Fuller was the intended target, and that'll bring up second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
This is caught. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it with Miller. Into a mass of bodies, and I think they held him out. They did. Call it no gain, and it's going to be 2nd and goal. Back to throw. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8. Now they get the timeout. It leads you to wonder, will they kick it here or risk running another play and possibly not getting down in time? We'll see. They've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. And they will get the timeout. So 3 seconds remaining, and they can trot out the field goal unit and try to send this one to overtime. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. And his kick is right there. It's good. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
so
well, and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. Hoping to keep this OT drive alive. Now they face a 3rd and 2. They run with Powell. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. They run for it. Here's Powell. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a 1st down. A gigantic call there in overtime, but it pays off with a 1st down. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Darnold, he's got Herndon, his tight end. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
17 yards for the Jets there as they've got themselves a first down. This is Bell. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. The tackle that time by Zach Cunningham. From the 17, Darnold. And he's got it complete to Anderson. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first. Now a play fake here on first down. And he's going to go
I don't know how he didn't squeeze through that.
Come at him and able to bring him to the ground. J.J. Watt picks up his second sack of the afternoon. Here's Bell.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th. So they say forget the field goal in the lead. They're going for the win in OT here on 4th and goal.
Yep.
And he is in for the
That's how you
score.
win the stream, baby. What a dog.
And it is absolute stunned silence here as they win it on the road in overtime.
3 OTs in a row. Last game, another thriller. 3 great thrillers. That second game really shouldn't have lost, but I did. So good. 2-1 for the Knights. Pretty
I
good.
got some overtime, a little whipped cream on top.
But 3 overtime games in a row, man, that's unheard
I
of.
just want you to pay for my meal later.
You
Those
really
3
just
great
wanted
games.
4 quarters what you wanted. But how much fun was that? We had that type of a game where we got us to overtime,
The last
and then we
game
get
of
the
the
dramatic
stream,
ending to
last
finish
stream of the
things
day.
off as well. What a
I'll
game.
hit you tomorrow with some more good
So that'll
stuff.
do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA
JB, your boy,
Sports.
out.
So long from Houston.